This is my 2006 Dodge Charger SRT8. This car has been a daily driver, has just a little over 146,000 miles on it. This is going to be my complete unbiased review on the car and what ownership is like. This is my second SRT8. I had another one as well, another 2006 car that I pushed to have just over 228,000 miles on it. This car in particular hasn't really been that good to me. When I first got the car, it had a lot of issues. I had to redo the heads. I'm having electrical issues with the car. Just redid the axles. Some of that stuff is just your typical wear and tear maintenance replacements, but some of it, like the head work, that was kind of uncalled for. The car is modified. It does have some stuff done to the motor and the exhaust as well. I also upgraded the front brake discs. You can see they are drilled and slotted. This car features 4-piston Brembo brakes. Provides great stopping power despite its weight. This car being just a little over 4,100 pounds. Drivability wise, this car is actually pretty comfortable. I just redid the front suspension, did new shocks and struts on it, and it rides like an absolute dream despite its age. And with it being a performance car, you would think it'd be a rough riding, a little bit bumpy car, especially when you have potholes and uneven surfaces. And part of that is true depending on what you like. But for me personally, it's not that bad of a car. Take a second here, I'll show you under the hood so you can kind of see. I have a video before the walk around of it when I first got it from the dealership. And I briefly put in the description the mods. Now I'm going to show you. So here's inside the engine bay. You see I got a K&N cold air intake. I usually am supposed to have an 88mm throttle body here, but it ended up failing on me, so I had to put an original replacement in there for the time being. Ported intake manifold. I've also upgraded the thermostat, which sits inside the water pump here. I'm also going to have RIP supercharger ignition coils coming soon. They're going to help with performance and make the car run just a little bit better. The whole entire cooling system I also did is brand new as well. Overall, this car, when it's supposed to have the throttle body in and it's running the way it's supposed to, will make 445 wheel horsepower. When you translate that with a 15% drivetrain loss, it comes up to about 519 horsepower. Overall, it's not that bad of a car. Now, let's go take a look at the interior. Interior, not that bad for 146,000 miles. The leather, the suede, in pretty good condition. You can see the mileage right there, 146,000 miles. Now this car, the interior, like I said, is not too bad, but it could be better. My other car had a much better looking interior where the fit and finish was a little better. But I believe that the dealership that did the recall for the passenger airbag is to blame for the uneven fit and finish of the dashboard, because you do have to remove the dashboard to see and remove the airbag. Now, luckily with this car, I did get the window sticker. So you can see here, this car in 2006, base price was $35,320. The options on it has pretty much everything you could want except for the rear entertainment package. So this car's total price is $43,115. Let's take a second, start it up so you can listen to it and hear how it sounds. This is the key. It's a 2006 key. You can tell it's pretty worn out. There's a really good tone. Exhaust is an SLP loudmouth exhaust. Pretty much almost a straight through setup. That really wakes these cars up. These cars from the factory are really quiet. They sound really, really good. Fuel economy for these cars, they're not the best, but they are pretty good for what they are. This car requires 93 octane or 91 octane, depending on where you live. The EPA says that this car will get 14 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on the highway. From my personal experience between both of my cars, I managed to get around 17 in the city and 25 on the highway. I've taken multiple trips to Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is about a 210 mile trip one way. I've been able to get there and back on one whole tank of gas. You can hear that SLP exhaust. Definitely wakes it up. As I stated, these cars are really quiet from the factory. They have a suitcase muffler in the middle, which really restricts the noise, as well as a pair of resonators in the rear, right by the exhaust tips. So what do I think of this car overall? Well, the Charger, for its value, is a very good buy. These cars go for around $15,000 on the used market, for an example, between 90,000 miles and 130,000 miles. If you want a better example, you're going to be paying upwards of 20,000, maybe 30,000, especially 30,000 if you want the limited edition Super B models. Overall, between my two cars, I'm happy with them. They are a good buy for someone who's wanting an introduction into the muscle car world. You want something that's easy to work on, easy to modify, has lots of performance parts and aftermarket parts readily available for them. So I hope you enjoyed this walk around video. It's the first of its kind. Please leave a like. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the SRT8. Would you choose this or would you choose something else? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.